Anybody threaten you or coerce you in any way?
Kind of.
Okay, what do you mean, kinda?
I don't want to go to jail again, Your Honor.
Okay, but did somebody threaten you to plead?
Yeah, with jail time, Your Honor.
Okay, but who did that?
Well, technically, you, Your Honor.
So here's what I'll do. I'll pass it. Go talk to Ann.
This hearing took an unexpected turn when Judge Simpson and the defendant went head-to-head in court. Things actually started off pretty smoothly, until the defendant suddenly accused the judge of threatening him. Now, let's be clear. A judge explaining the legal consequences of someone's actions isn't a threat. It's just part of how the court operates. But from that moment on, everything started to spiral. What happens next is truly something to see. Judge Simpson stays calm but firm as he puts the defendant back in his place and keeps control of the courtroom. This one definitely takes a surprising turn toward the end. So let's dive in and watch how it all unfolds.
Mr. Hampton has entered into an agreement with the people, and I'd like to enter that into the record. Your Honor, is it possible to enter into both today, to address both cases today on the record?
That file is not in the courtroom.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I can give you the ability to touch you faster.
Oh, sorry.
But I don't believe it's.
What? Okay.
Talking about bond.
All right, we'll just address this case today.
He's going to enter a plea in another case that's set for prelim.
Yes, yeah. So case 24F55262, just because of the timing with the mental health treatment court evaluation, that one was set for preliminary examination before the evaluation was complete. And that is currently set for exam.
So over there is Ann, right?
Yes.
You know Ann?
Yes.
Okay. So if you had this, that may work out where we could get rid of two cases and he could plead. I may or may not do it, but usually just go over and ask Ann. Because you asked me on the record, I'll probably say no, because I don't do the filing, so I don't know where it is.
Understood. Yes. So I will.
So would you like to do that today?
I would like to.
So here's what I'll do. I'll pass it. Go talk to Ann.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, sorry. Ashley Bashir on behalf of Mr. Hampton. And in addition to addressing the case directly, we would like to address bond and request that a condition, specifically the home confinement tether, be reconsidered.
Okay, I'll get to that maybe at some point.
So thank you. Yeah.
Right now, I'm trying to get these pleas done.
Thank you.
So my understanding is he's going to plead to count in case ending in 1596. He's going to plead to count 2.
Yes.
Correct? With count 1 being dismissed. That's going to be a guilty plea. Correct, counsel?
Yes.
All right. Then on the other matter, I have a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to an added count 2 of attempted resisting and obstructing the 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1, the resisting and obstructing, would be dismissed. And there is an agreement that the defendant is to go to mental health court. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's right, Your Honor.
May I have the defendant's sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
State your name.
Brandon Hampton.
Man, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor offenses. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. The first one, in the case ending in 1596, is the charge of aggravated assault. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and a $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You also understand in that case that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Barr in the 14A2 District Court. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And understanding that on that case, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
All right. On the other case, it says court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration or $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You understand also that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Balvo in the 15th District Court. You understand that?
Why are the judges different, Your Honor?
Why are the judges different? Because these allegedly occurred in two separate places. The case that we're just talking about with Judge Balvo, the offense took place in the city of Ann Arbor. And the other case happened in maybe the city of Ypsilanti in Ypsi City, it looks like. I'm sorry, Ann Arbor Township. Okay. So they occurred in two separate jurisdictions. Okay. That's why you have two separate judges. But what's going to happen, I think this is probably really the crux of your question. You're going to go to mental health court on these, right?
Yeah.
So Judge Valvo is actually in charge of mental health court. So when that case goes over to her, that will be where it is. You'll have to go before Judge Barr. Judge Barr will do the initial part of the sentencing and then place you on probation to be supervised by the mental health court. Follow that? So it's just a little bit of a process. Both cases, it's anticipated, are going to end up in the same spot.
Okay.
Okay. You got that? Any other questions on that?
I guess it's not like possible for the other case just to go to Valvo as well.
It will get there. It just can't go directly that way.
Okay.
Okay.
For sure.
Anything else? Trust me, we do this all the time. It'll get there. So it'll catch right up to it. Okay. All right. Any other questions you have?
Just the one about bond, but
yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. All right. So understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty to these charges?
yeah.
Okay. So to the charge of aggravated assault, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yeah.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form, correct?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
All right. You see a copy on the podium. Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
Were you on probation at the time of these offenses?
No.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead to these charges?
No.
All right. Anybody threaten you or coerce you in any way?
Kind of.
Okay, what do you mean, kinda?
I don't want to go to jail again, Your Honor.
Okay, but did somebody threaten you to plead?
Yeah, with jail time, Your Honor.
Okay, but who did that?
Well, technically, you, Your Honor.
He was doing fine at first, until he completely lost the point. The moment he insisted that people were wrong for saying he needed help, things started to unravel fast. I honestly can't tell if he was trying to challenge Judge Simpson or if he truly believed the judge was threatening him with jail time. Just to be clear, that's not how it works. Judges aren't making threats when they mention jail. They're explaining the consequences of not following court orders. That's literally how the legal system functions. The way he handled it, though, might have hurt his own case. By accusing the judge of threatening him, he could have made it much harder to negotiate a plea deal. It changes how the court views him, from someone taking responsibility to someone playing the victim, and that's especially strange considering he already pleaded guilty. It's far too late to start backtracking now. What do you think? Was he just talking without thinking? Or did he really believe what he was saying? Let's jump back in and see how Judge Simpson reacts.
Oh,
Mr. Hampton, so
tell you what. Why don't we pass the matter? Maybe you can talk to him and we'll give this another shot today if we're comfortable with it. Otherwise, the court may not be comfortable with it, and we might just blow all of this up and it'll just have to happen another way.
thank you.
But I'll give you a chance to talk.
That was actually a really thoughtful way for Judge Simpson to handle things. He stayed calm and patient, carefully explaining everything step by step, almost like he was trying to help the defendant understand the basics. Now, let's move on to the next part of the hearing to see if the defendant finally decides to cooperate and take things seriously. At this point, he's either about to recognize how the law really works or double down and make things even worse for himself, but if he keeps pushing back, we might be about to see a perfect example of how not to act in court. What do you think? Will he finally get it together or keep digging the hole deeper? Let's dive back in and find out.
We're back on the record in the case of the People versus Hampton. We're in the middle of taking a plea. And so I stated the terms on the record. And Mr. Hampton, I'm going to ask you a couple questions again.
Okay.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead to these charges?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way to get you to plead?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily,
Yes.
of your own free will,
Yes.
and because you believe that you're guilty of these offenses?
Yes.
All right. We'll start with case 1596. Paperwork. So, okay, Mr. Hampton, on the date of August 29, 2024, at Washtenaw Community College in Ann Arbor Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. Do you recall what happened on that date regarding a Vladimir, is it Parahorov?
I don't know, Your Honor.
All right. Did you get into a fight with somebody?
Oh, I know what happened. I don't know what his name is. It sounded like.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what happened then?
Oh, I was trying to take a shower, Your Honor.
Okay. And then what occurred?
When I was in the locker room, he had pushed me up against the wall, hit me in my head, and threw me on the ground. And then broke in my property.
Okay, but before that, did you do anything before that?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't until there were 4 people on top of me and I was fearing for my life that I bit him, Your Honor.
Okay. So here's what I'll do.
This is the exact moment everything falls apart for him. You can almost see the second his chances dissipate. He could have walked away with a light sentence, maybe even just a fine, but instead, he kept talking and completely derailed his own case. Judges don't take kindly to people who waste the court's time or show disrespect, and that's exactly what's happening here. He just accepted a plea deal, and now he's acting like he's not guilty. It doesn't make any sense and only hurts his position further. This is how someone turns a small mistake into a much bigger problem. What do you think? Did he just seal his fate? Or is there still a chance for him to turn things around? Personally, I think he's in real trouble now. Let's dive back in and see what happens next.
Counsel, because I can see the way that this plea's going, it's not going to work. So if you guys want to change, I'm not suggesting if you guys want to change things to a no contest. If you want to do whatever, what I will do is I'm back up at 1. I'll call it back up at 1. I think everybody's still going to be here. So, and give you a chance to talk with him, decide whether or not you want to do no contest, please explain what a no contest, go through all of that with him, and then see if we can get this done.
Thank you very, very much, Your Honor. Appreciate it. Thank you.
This is a prime example for me of no good deed goes unpunished. All right, so we'll call it back up at that point. Court will pass these matters again. All right.
We actually, based on the most recent conversation with my client, I will actually seek to adjourn this case for to further advise my client on the offer.
All right.
For the shortest adjournment possible.
February 13th. Both matters.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Canceling with
Both matters? I don't have to come on. Well, that's true. What are we doing with, well, when is the exam set?
Tuesday, the 14th.
Yes, so would it, apologies. We can see, I'd be happy if I'll stick to adjourn that, the exam or for the other case.
Well, you're gonna need a step on the exam.
Yes.
Because I only took it because there was gonna be a plea. When do you want the other one adjourned to?
When is the soonest?
I'll set this, I'll adjourn the
After the
1596. I'll adjourn 1596 to February 6th. The other one is stay on track for a preliminary examination. I understand that people are not going to have the witnesses available, or you need a stipulation to adjourn that out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I really don't understand why he agreed to the plea deal if he never intended to follow through with it. He had a clear path to a lighter outcome and completely threw it away. Instead of walking away with a reduced sentence, he's now facing extra jail time, all because he couldn't stop pushing back in court that he wasn't exactly yelling or being aggressive, but there was definitely a smug attitude that didn't help his case at all. I get that he might be dealing with some personal struggles, but he had a lawyer right there guiding him, and he still chose to do the opposite of what he was advised on the positive side. I really have to give credit to Judge Simpson. He handled the situation far better than most judges would have. Many might have lost patience and ordered jail time immediately, but Judge Simpson stayed calm, explained everything clearly, and gave this man multiple chances to get back on track. Unfortunately, some people just refuse to take responsibility until the consequences finally catch up to them. And that's exactly what happened here anyway. That's it for this one. What did you think? Was Judge Simpson being fair? Or would you have handled it differently? If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cases like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.